Well, it seems that the conversation around superhero fatigue is still going about, at least when you're dealing with the mainstream media. And of course, we went over this a little bit yesterday, and I came to the very obvious conclusion that the reason why people were fatigued when it came to Marvel is because they keep producing shite. That is the only reason. There's no other reason for it. It's when you produce shite, people get tired of it. Very obvious. But as I say, when you're dealing with the mainstream media, they, of course, Disney is their overlords. We all know that. So I don't know if this is just cope or these people that work for the Hollywood Reporter are just very stupid. But they now have a new article out. Basically, they found the answer to the so-called fatigue. Like, you know, I don't really know why they call it so-called. It is there, and the reason for it is Marvel is producing shit. That is the only reason for it, and the only answer to it is to produce good stuff. It's very, very simple and straightforward. But of course, the Hollywood Reporter are going to jump through a load of hoops and try and offer up a solution. So we're going to go through this a little bit and see what they have to say about the issue. How can this fatigue be solved? So they start off, you know, already on rocky ground. Much like a single issue of a comic book, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special and other one-offs offer a solution for audiences not ready to spend 6 to 9 weeks on a TV show, because that's what it is, because we've only just started making TV shows. Some people, they're not ready for a 6 to 9 week commitment for a TV show. That's what it must be. People are just not ready for this new concept of a TV show. And I think the only thing I can come up with as well is there's this thing called watch a fucking movie. You know, if you can't handle watching 6 episode TV shows. But of course, that isn't the reason why. The reason why people ain't watching them is because they are shit. The reason why nobody watched She-Hulk was because it was shit. It wasn't because, 9 episodes, don't know if I can do that, even though I'm currently watching all these other shows that are a lot better than what Marvel is putting out. So that's why I said I don't know if the Hollywood Reporter is stupid or if this is just full-on cope. I don't know what it is, but let's see what conclusion they've come to. They say Marvel Studios is here to ring in another holiday with the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. I'm not going to get too far into that because I may do a quick review for it anyway. It marks the second of Marvel Studios' newly minted Marvel Special presentation line, for which I think they've just had the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special and Werewolf by Night. Once again, the highlights the successful nature of these 45-minute specials. So you need to do 45-minute specials because Marvel can't handle doing a full season or something. That's essentially what they're saying. Packing everything audiences love about the franchise into a single punch, while the limited and ongoing, again, it's like, it's just, it really is just cope. It really is just on their knees for their overlords, isn't it? While the limited and ongoing series and movies definitely aren't going anywhere, I fucking wish they would. The Marvel special presentations may be the MCU's most exciting prospect. Not the movies, not the TV shows, but the 45-minute specials. That's the most exciting prospect. Well, you know, we talk a lot about the MCU dying. If the MCU has to rely on 45-minute specials to stay afloat, then they're already lost. That's all I can really say about that. Both Werewolf by Night and the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special have been regarded as some of the best entries in Phase 4. Having watched the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, it is quite funny that the only thing that is at least good, other than No Way Home, is probably the Holiday Special for Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, it's a one-time watch thing, but it's still better than fucking Wakanda Forever and all the stuff that came before it. So, yeah, I probably have to agree. It probably is one of the best entries in Phase 4. Not only for their ability to showcase the unique talents of their filmmakers, but also, again, they kind of just looked into it too much. It's like James Gunn just went, let's do a little holiday special. I like doing those when I like watching those when I grew up. That's all there was to it. It wasn't, I want to showcase my unique talents. It was just, let's do this little thing. That's all there was to it. But also for their overall lack of connective tissue to the larger MCU, allowing viewers to simply enjoy them on their own terms without concern for what's next or where they fit in the grand scheme of things. So while fan bets of Blade and Silver Surfer showing up in these respective projects didn't pay off, the special themselves work as well as they do because they feel like a justified way to spend an audience's time rather than serving as a trailer showcase. As the MCU continues its rapid growth, it really continues its rapid growth. Is that honestly what you're going with? We can clearly see it's in a rapid decline, not rapid growth. I don't know where the Hollywood Reporter are on this, but clearly they're not paying attention. Both on the big screen and on Disney Plus. Well, it can't possibly be continuing its rapid growth if you're about to say, well, there's rapid growth on the big screen and on Disney Plus, yet people aren't tuning in for those because people they can't handle watching a TV show. They can't handle 6 weeks of watching a TV show. They have to have 45-minute things. Yet you're saying there's rapid growth on the big screen on Disney Plus. Clearly not, if that is the route you're going, that we need 45-minute specials. That way, that will stop fatigue. No. Keeping track of back-to-back movies and weekly series has become cumbersome for some audiences. Well, the notion of franchise fatigue when it comes to superhero movies is as much of a non-issue as it was a decade ago. Well, it's not really a non-issue though, is it? If less people are going to see these movies, if less people are watching the TV shows, I don't really think you can say it's a non-issue. They say things like this, and then as they're writing an article trying to defend Marvel, it's fucking hilarious. With the films consistently accounting for the most ticket sales and highest box office each year, even amidst the pandemic. Remember you had that argument, and then No Way Home made over $1 billion. The number of releases leaves little breathing room to catch up before the next thing. It's got nothing to do with the quality or nothing like that. It's just, we just need breathing room. An August morning, so this is kind of what we went over yesterday, about the poll of more people are fatigued by Marvel than DC because Marvel was producing more garbage than DC. It was very obvious, didn't really need a poll or anything like that. And that's US adults are feeling fatigued by the sheer number of releases and plus their shit than they did a year ago, and that's true even of Marvel fans. Given that information, more Marvel special presentations may not seem conducive, but perhaps it's a good idea to reduce the number of series, if not movies, and rethink them as special presentations, because we don't have the talent to last 6 episodes. We need 45-minute things. It's hilarious. Rather than 6 to 9 week commitments, again, people have been watching TV shows. TV shows have been around for years and years and years. I don't know why you suddenly think there's just this big group of people out there now that they see, 8 episodes, can't do it. I can't do 8 episodes, even if it's good. Commitments often air alongside and struggle for room amidst Disney's simultaneously streaming Star Wars show. Because that's been one of the things as well that, Ms. Marvel didn't get all these viewers because there was another Star Wars show on. When, no, it was basically the idea that people can't possibly watch 2 series in 1 week. You can't possibly do it. You can't possibly watch, I believe it was Obi-Wan Kenobi at the time, you can't possibly watch the Obi-Wan Kenobi episode and then on the day after, you can't watch Ms. Marvel as well. You can't watch both. No, it's just insane to me. I remember being at a point where I used to watch about 5 shows a week. So I don't really, again, it's just nothing more than we gotta defend them. That's all it is. And whatever the big HBO series of the quarter is, this could both free up audiences and renew their investment in the universe. No, you've still got to convince them to go and watch the TV shows and the movies. So I don't know how it would renew any investment and allow filmmakers to stretch themselves creatively. What's apparent in both specials is that they make creative choices that the films wouldn't permit and a series likely wouldn't sustain. You know, with the holiday special for Guardians of the Galaxy, again, it's more of just a one-off thing. It's not really, I wouldn't say, oh, you know, we wouldn't be able to do this in someone else. You know, I don't really know what they're going for here. Werewolf's black and white approach was an incredible means to set the mood and pay homage to the Universal monster movies, but considering the odd stigma around black and white from younger viewers, that's what it is. It's got nothing to do. People just want the good stuff. I don't think anyone cares that much about something being black and white. It would likely turn off many general audience members. And while One Division could implement black and white for 2 episodes to evoke the feeling of classic sitcoms, that's also not a look that would be met with the same praise on a weekly basis. Well, it would if it was good. So, I don't really know why you're going down this route. So, we should just do 45-minute specials, so then we can put it in black and white. Is that essentially their point? I don't know. Guardians focuses primarily on Drax and Mantis, who have been comedic supporting characters in the films. It's great to see them get the spotlight and for both actors to show off more of their characters' personalities. But at the same time, Drax and Mantis' communication issues and literal readings wouldn't be nearly as charming if sustained for 6 episodes. Well, no, again, it would if this idea that there's no way we can get an audience to watch 6 fucking episodes of a TV show. Again, you're just all you're doing is just letting people stay lazy. That's all you by saying. No, see if they've done it for 6 episodes. You see, in a TV series, this just happens. 6 episodes would be too long. That would therefore turn shit. You know, honestly, some of the points that you have some of these websites making is just it's just fucking dumb. But in 45 minutes, we get to see bold, creative swings, because we can't do that in movies. We can't do that in TV shows. We can only do it in 45-minute specials that don't get lost in the amount of content being delivered to viewers. There's been great directional work of all of the Marvel television shows, but in the projects that have multiple directors, many viewers would be hard-pressed to name one of the directors or recall what episode. So, you know, they ain't really got much left here, but it's just, we'd be able to do anything from a stop motion. It's, right. So, yeah, they go into that a little bit. They just have, what makes Marvel presentations so thrilling and their future so promising is that it recaptures the feeling of buying a single-issue comic for the first time. So that's why we should do it. Not a graphic novel or a collection that contains the whole story. Just a single issue. Some odd number in the middle of a decade-spanning ongoing series that you picked out because you like the cover. So we should do it. Ugh, fucking hell, it's so dumb. We should do it because somehow... it's just because everybody reads comics, you see. I don't really think that's what people are looking for. They're just looking for... Again, everything always comes down to people just want good stuff. That's all it is. But the Hollywood Reporter seem to think that 6 episodes to 9 episodes is just too much of a commitment. Even though all the good shows manage to have a big audience the entire way through. Makes no fucking sense whatsoever. We've went over this fatigue already. It's just caused by shit. That's all it's caused by. And having 45-minute specials is not going to sort that out. It's not going to fix that. The only fix there is to produce good stuff. And that is all.